Hey YouTubers, how are you guys? This is Newton here. Welcome to my channel Light Programmer. Today's topic is data types. So there are a few data types. Uh, I hope you can see my word. Uh, there's a text type. It's a string. There is an example also here. Basically, it's in the codes. All right. And there is a numerical types. There are three types. Int is just an integer, and float, integer with a decimal. All right. Then complex, as in mathematics, a plus ib, so we are going to use j over here. All right. There is a boolean type as well. It's just true or false. So there is a built-in data structures and user defined data structures. For now, I'm going to explain built-in. In future videos, I'm going to explain user defined. All right. Sequence type like list and tuple. These two are similar, but only thing is that this is mutable. List is a mutable and tuple is immutable in code. Tuple is just a brackets parenthesis and this is square brackets. There is a mapping type. It is just dict. It is dictionary. All right, key value pair. So here I have in the example I am showing here name as Newton and designation as a programmer. I am going to explain in the coming slide for this. Just stay tuned. Set type set is just a list of that, but this is not an index type, whereas a list is the index type. Okay, storage index type, a list, tuple, and so on, like list and tuple. For mapping, it's just a dict. It's key value pair. So set type, it's just a string with this parenthesis. I hope you can see my browser. For this example, for explanation purpose, I used Anaconda, like Jupyter Notebook for this. You can download it. I'll give the link in the description. As you can see over here, there is a S, and I'm assigning that to a hello light programmer. I'm going to run this. After running this, I'm going to print that. As you can see, hello light programmer has been printed. If you check for the type of it, a type used to check which data type it is. A type is used to check which data type it is. Okay. If you check for S, it's a string. As I told you before, there is a text type is a string. And we'll check for an integer like 1, for example. It's an int, as you can see. We'll check for 5.9. As I told you before, decimal values are floating points, so float. So this is also same thing, complex. If you check for a complex number, a plus ib, it's in place of I, we are going to use in the code j. All right. If you run this, you can see complex number. All right. And there is a boolean which I told you before. If I run this true or false type, as you can see, it's a boolean type, data type. All right, we are going to the next phase, built-in data structures. All right, it's a list. As you can see here, L is equals to some integers of list. Okay, I'm going to run this. I'm going to check for the type, which I told you before. It is for data type checker. We are going to check data type, which data type it is. So it's a list type. Okay, we can get those values. For example, if you it is an index type storage, right? If you want to find 4, if you want to get the 4 value, okay, so we can do this. you got the 4. It's a starts with 0, 1 and 2. Okay. Next, the data types, like list can hold strings as well, as you can see over here if I run it. And a list can hold mixed, like for example here you can see there is a hello as well as integer. This is not the quotes, this is an integer and this is boolean. As you can see, it ran perfectly. As you can see over here, I'm going to find what type it is. All right, I'm going to check for what type. As you can see, this is index 0, this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, I'm searching for the true. Yeah, what should be the value over here? It's boolean type, right? Okay, there is a tuple which I told you before as well. This I'll run this tuple. If I search for the type, which type it is, as you can see, tuple. But when I this tuples are immutable that I mentioned before. It means that we cannot change the value if we have assigned before. See, for example, we are about to change 0, 1, 2, right? So we are about to change this. So when we are trying to do this, it will throw an error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. So this is a type error. So we can change this. Basically, if you see this, I am changing 5 to 10 over here. If you check for 2, you will find 5. I'm changing 5 to 10. I'm assigning 5 to 10. So if I ran this, it will replace that. Basically 2, 4 and 10. All right. So those are tuples and lists. As for if you see for dict, for dictionary key value pair, I'll run this line and show you. I've assigned as a dict this whole thing as a dict, okay, as a dictionary key value pair. I wanted to find the data type. Just you run this, you can run this and then find out what type it is. It's a dict, so we are good to go. So if I want to get this name, so you just have to do this. We just have to call by key, not by index, like list and tuple. Okay, if you run this, then you got Newton. So if I want to fetch this one, is programmer, it's a boolean value assigned to it. It can hold any data type. All right. So here, if I ran this, I got true. If I want to find the type of it, just by typing type, if you ran this, then you can see it's a boolean. All right. So going to the next, set. All right. Going to run this first and then explain to you guys. This is set has this apple, banana, cherry. Okay, we can assign like this as well, but this is a better way. I'm going to do this type this set. Okay, as you can see, it's a set. If you run this, you can get those values, but this is not an index. You cannot get by index. Okay, we can loop through it. Okay, for looping, I'm going to explain in the next video regarding this. Okay, as you can see, you can print one by one: cherry, apple, banana. That's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.
Zombie apocalypse.